Their quarterback set to take the field once more. Shotgun now for Manning. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. To throw is Manning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moss. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. Here's Manning to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Manning to throw once more. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Throwing is Manning. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Faking the give to Barkley, now Manning. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Throwing now is Manning. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. Seven, 7, our score after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moss. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Here we go.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got this one to Hutchinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Stroud sets up the play action. That is caught by Dell. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Take Dell. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we transition into the second half of the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a consistent basis, currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Manning. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. Manning now to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. You see the numbers, up over 200 passing yards already. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. That is caught by Moss for a Bronco touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Here's Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's got this down to the 35. Manning going to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
The Broncos at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now, and I would not want to face them come playoff time.
The Broncos on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Manning. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Lutz is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 3. Stroud looking to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll get that complete to Franklin.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll give it to Mixon. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Mixon again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Stroud to throw it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are able to move back in front.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 9-play drive, and the result a Houston touchdown. So after the touch, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Play action. Manning.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now Manning.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Here's Manning to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. 2nd and 10.
Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Manning again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year.
And the Broncos have yet again retaken the lead.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Houston set to take over.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Here we go.
Stroud. He's got this one to Hutchinson.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Now Stroud.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Here goes Stroud again.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing now is Manning. Short throw to Smith. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw is Manning. That is caught. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He will find his man Chase complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. One final try now for Manning. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the Giants who pick up the victory at home. Tyler Bray, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Brock Purdy with a touchdown pass to Deebo Samuel. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Taylor Heineke, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line.
The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Here's Stroud.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Inside handoff to Mixon. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Hutchinson.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense.
They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go. Under pressure, they got him again. Javon Kinlaw able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Manning now to throw. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Denver. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. With a 1st and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Stroud working out of the gun. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now. Stroud looking to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Stroud to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. And Stroud now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2nd down and 3.
Here we go.
They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Stroud. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will tie us at 24 all. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, Does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Working from the gun, Manning. Looking deep here for Chase. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Manning. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Let's go now.
Here's Manning to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, the numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing is Manning. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can...
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep in territory. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Manning. And it's caught. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Let's go.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. That is caught by Moss for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have broken the tie. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good, and they have regained the lead. So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets them the lead here in the 3rd, but, boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? But I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And, by the way, if they went for it and got stuff, they'd second-guess that, too.
Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7. Throwing now is Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. He's into space past the 25. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Stroud out of the gun here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal as he's taken. About the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Once more, it's Pierce. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that's going to tie the ball game at 27 all. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now Manning. He's got Smith here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a... Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tank Dell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Manning. Over the middle to Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard. Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. On play action. Now Manning. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Manning. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Manning. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now Manning, gotta have this one. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now Manning. He's gonna have the hook up here to Chase. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Manning. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Manning now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Stroud looking to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 1.
Here we go.
The throwing again is Stroud.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Stroud.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
We've been in enough practices, and how many times have we stood on the sidelines and a unit goes out to kick a field goal and hear the special teams coach say, make sure you protect. First thing, protect. And here they give up a block.
Yeah, especially in a tight game like this, tied second half. This is when execution is so key.
They go over everything in the huddle. The last thing you're going to hear everywhere, make sure you protect. That didn't get done.
Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Manning. Touchdown! A great play there. 32 yards.
And the Broncos take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
And this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time, multiple guys get to it.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Stroud to throw it.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Picked up by Mike Hilton. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception.
Let me pay homage to the... Spot before, he always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now 2nd and 9. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Manning. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. Love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Play and extend a lead, and that's what he did.
The previous play is under review.
At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here goes Stroud again. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. He's got this one to Hutchinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Stroud to throw it.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. To the 43, 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here is 3rd down and 4. Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. He's got his target. That's complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Up the middle with Barkley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stroud. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
A game of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Manning looking to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're off.